So you grew your nice, beautiful tomato plants in your pots, and you want to plant them outside. This is how you do it. Prevent them from going from this to this wilted thing that will never live. The process is called hardening off, and we're going to show you how to do it. So here are our seedlings. We spent all this time and effort getting them to this stage where they're nice, and we want to plant them. Now, it's still a little bit of time till we can actually plant them, but on nice days, we got to do what's called hardening off. So it's a couple steps, and I'm going to take you along for the journey. So, first step, we're going to take these outside for a couple hours. Okay, so the first day I brought them outside. We're going to set a timer for about an hour or two. It's peak sun, but it's kind of a cooler day, so I need it to be as warm as possible. But I'm also fixing an issue I have with my seedlings. So I, unfortunately, left some dirt in the bottom of my tray, and now I got roots growing out of the bottom, and that's not supposed to happen. We want them all to be in the pot, because they're going to be ripped off anyways once we try and take them out. So I'm going to clean that up now while I'm hardening them off. But hardening them off process, take them outside day one and leave them outside for a little bit. The wind will be nice on them. The sun is a lot harsher out here than my grow light, even though I bought a new good one. So this is what we do. So this is day one of hardening my plants off. Now here's me hosing down. Gotta get rid of all that extra dirt. You know, you live and learn. Don't leave extra dirt in there. And I'm gonna go through and brush off the bottom of these pots. This one isn't bad. And then put them back in the tray. So get rid of all the dirt and the roots on the bottom. So those roots will air prune then, and they won't be a problem. Because we still got a couple weeks, so it's not really gonna hurt these plants. As you see, it's the end of day one, and someone forgot to set a timer. They should have came in a while ago. Luckily, it wasn't a very hot day, and I remembered before it frosted tonight and killed them all, because that would have stunk. So this is why it's very important to definitely keep track of what you're doing, because that would have made me very sad. Day two of hardening our plants off. We're back outside with the plants. This time I actually set a timer. But there's our plants. I'm gonna bring the other tray out now. Be right back with you. Okay, we got all the plants out here. Timer is set for 3 hours today. And we can do that because it's still not that hot. It's warmer than yesterday. We're about 70. And we're in full sunlight. But if you're hardening off and you get a really hot day, you might only want to do an hour. So you got to slowly warm them up. But because it's not too hot, we're going to do 3 hours today. We did a little too long yesterday, so hopefully they don't get too damaged. But I think they're doing just fine. Another thing to keep in mind is that because we're outside now, we're going to go through water a little faster. So make sure to keep them watered, especially on the longer days. We might have to start watering them every day on a hot day, and when we're out here and it's warmer and they're out for longer towards the end of this thing. But we're on day 3. I'll check back with you when I bring them in. Okay, here we are. It's the end of day 2. Our 3-hour timer is done. So we can see the leaves. The wind kind of stopped now, but they're blowing in the wind. We get a little bit of damage, but that's to be expected. It wasn't that hot today, but they're blowing. That's what's making them stronger. That's why we do this a little bit at a time. So they only get damaged a little bit. The plants have time to repair. Yeah, that wind, that's really helps them. But yeah, so tomorrow will be day 3, and we'll do this again. But this is the end of day 2. See you tomorrow. Okay, got them back up here under the light. Got them watered. I'm doing bottom watering to not disturb them, not splash dirt up against the stems. But even these peat pots will soak up and water just fine. But yeah, they're absolutely dry, so it's good to do watering. You'll need to do that more when we're doing the hardening off process. But look, you can see already they're getting stronger, they're getting bigger, so it's good. Some of them may look rough, you may see some damage, but that's all part of the process. It's okay, as long as that's not completely dying. And as you see, these new leaves are good and growing faster than ever. So this should be day 3 of hardening off our plants. And it's nice, it's not too hot today, but it's really nice, slight breeze, which is all perfect for them. So we're gonna try and get 4 or 5 hours. Now we have a frost advisory, so it's gonna get cold. I don't want to leave them out here too long, so I'm gonna set a timer for I think 4 hours. That puts me at 6 o'clock at night. Yeah, 4 hours would be good. I got them out late because it was pretty cold this morning, so I didn't want them to be damaged and shocked by that. But yeah, we're going day 3, 4 hours, and this will be perfect. That little breeze is blowing again today, so that'll make them nice and stocky. Okay, here we are, the end of day 3. The weather's perfect for these plants. They're looking really good. We spent 4 hours outside. They're in the shade now. It's kind of cooling off. That temperature change is good for them. So we're gonna bring them back in, put them under the light, and progress from there. Tomorrow's another day of hardening off your plants. Just want to show you guys what hardening off really does. See those stems? Man, these were leggy just a couple days ago. Makes the plants not grow up as fast because they're getting that natural sunlight and makes them thicker. Look how thick that stem is. And even look at this, like the pepper plant there. Yeah, it's not as thick, but it's got more leaves and a more dense pattern. It's really what you want to see. It's day 4 of hardening off our plants. We're out here in the morning before it gets too hot. It's supposed to be 84 today, so it's going to be a true test for them. I actually skipped the past 2 days because we were busy the first day and I just didn't get to get them out, which is okay. And then I thought it was going to storm yesterday, and they're not quite hardened off yet, so I didn't want them to take a big thunderstorm. I thought that would damage them too much. Obviously, once they're established, they're outside, they're going to be used to big thunderstorms, but we only just started hardening them off, so I didn't want to subject them to that. But yeah, today with the temps at 84, we're gonna shoot for 5 or 6 hours, get them in that hot heat, see how they do. If they start looking too bad, I'll bring them in, but they were freshly watered last night, so they should hold up just fine. This will be a good test for them. The lettuce is looking a little wilted, but the soil is still damp. I just checked it. Everything else is looking exceptional. This is working out good. Like I said, it's been about 7 hours, so I'm probably going to pull it in here. I don't want to overdo it for today because it is like 84 degrees. It's got a slight breeze. So I don't want to cook them, for lack of a better word. So we'll bring them in for today and do it again the next day. Okay, actually I'm just out here watering quick before I take them in. And I'm not bottom watering anymore, though I still have the trays so they can bottom water themselves then. But get them used to rain, a little bit of abuse, help them, but they definitely need water. These are the kind of days where you start having to water every single day when you bring them out and harden them, because this wind and the heat will dry out your soil real fast. Also, side note, I watered them, I didn't bottom water. So now we got these water droplets on here. Definitely need to bring them in right away because that could burn them, especially on a hot day. They're not used to that. So I use the water to act as rain, get them a little tougher, but I'm going to definitely bring them in now. Don't want to leave them out like this. Okay, so yeah, we got to really keep an eye on them today. I picked this spot in the yard because it has a little bit of morning shade. Gets a lot of sun in the afternoon, but I am a little worried that they're going to roast a little too much today. They are well watered from yesterday, as you guys all saw, so we'll keep you updated with day 5, the hottest day yet. But they're looking good. They're getting hardy, which is what we want. They're growing fast too, which I'm hoping they don't quite outgrow the pots, because I wasn't planning on up-potting them, which is when you take them out of these little... Those don't need up-potted, but these probably should have been. So that's when you take them out of these little pots and put them in bigger pots so the roots can expand. I was hoping to just take them from these and plant them right in the ground, but we'll see. Still got a couple more days of doing this, making sure they're good before we're ready to plant. Brought this pepper plant out too. That was overwintered. That's looking good. And these are looking great. They're not wilting in this high heat. They're doing perfect. This is ideal scenario of what we should be looking for, guys. I'm gonna keep letting them out. They don't look bad, so they don't look distressed. Some of them look a little dry, but the rest are nice and wet yet. They might have watered them a little too much yesterday, so this high heat will help them dry them out, which is a good thing. Okay, it's the end of what I would normally consider the day, but it's only supposed to be a low of 60. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave these out here. Get them used to colder temperatures and the swings. It's supposed to be 80 again tomorrow. So we're going to leave them out. They should be fine. It'll be a good test run for leaving them outside 24/7. So it's the perfect weather for it. Can't complain. Okay, I got our plants tucked behind here for day 6 of hardening off. I am doing that because it's supposed to be 88 again today, and I'm not going to be home, but I want to still leave them out, so this will kind of give them a little more shade, not as much direct sunlight. So I'm going to water them again good quick before I leave, because they're damp, but since I'm not going to be home, it's going to be 88. I don't want them to dry out too much. So wish me luck, but they're doing great. Okay, it's been a full 48 hours of them outside. I think we're on day 7 of hardening off our plants, so let's check them out. Here we go. They're looking great. Now we do have some cold temps, but coming, so I'm gonna bring them back inside. Even though they've been outside, they should be hardened off. I just don't want them to freeze while we're away for the weekend, but they're looking good. I'm gonna give them a water so they have plenty of water. I don't want them to dry out while we're gone. And yeah, because these pots are really dry. These are looking okay. Now that we cleaned off the bottom, look, the roots are filling in those pots nicely and getting air pruned, since I don't have dirt in the bottom anymore. That was a mistake. Don't do that. Make sure your bottom trays are clean. But they're looking good. Let's check out these tomatoes. Tomatoes are in those. Oh yeah, they're good. These need to be either up potted soon or put in the ground. I'm just gonna put them right in the ground. It is April 17th here. We should be past our last frost, but I'm gonna wait one more week just to make sure. Might put these out a day or two just to keep them hardened off. I don't want them to get too soft when I move them inside, but they are good. Thanks for following along. That's how you harden off your plant.